Okay, so I do have to do I do have to take care of dogs in like 40 minutes probably. It's not. Anyway, let me just turn some of this up. Should do it. Anyway, so howdy gamer. Oh wait, I'm not. My headphones are clicked in. Oh boy. Ta-da! Hopefully that works now. Hey, Chloe, where you got drunk? Whatever she had is gone now. Oh well. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do this, but I think I would like to flex me being able to do one of my favorite boss fights. They're somewhere. Oh, here they are. Let's do it. Come at me, gamers. See, it's... Oh, I haven't fought this fight in a good amount of time. Oh, I expected. There we go. Damn it. Okay, so when you can't see them, you have to guess what they're doing, and if you go closer to them to inspect what they're doing, they're already attacking you and you're already dead. That's the thing about Watcher Knights that I really like. You really have to, like, focus and keep track of two different entities at the same time. It's really fucking fun. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. That's the easy part. Getting the first one out of the way. Because then you gotta deal with two. And not fucking keel over. That was a misplaced... Epic. I tried to dash! What the hell? See, Watcher Knights is very unpredictable and not... The thing about Watcher Knights is, because there's two of them, there's never really a concrete way to dodge their attacks unless there's one of them, which there only is at the start. Damn it! Anyway, so yeah, there's only one of them at the start, and their attacks are fairly predictable. It's the keeping track of two of them that's difficult. That's why you want to kill this first one really quickly. Because that will leave you with the least amount of Watcher Knightage that you need to deal with where there's two of them. If you kill the first one before the second one gets a chance to stand, then the second one automatically stands up. As well as queues up the third one to stand. So beyond the first one, you're never going to get an instance of fighting only one for a significant portion of time. See how this one stood up and then immediately the third one stood up after it? What the fuck? I dashed there. Where did my dash go? Anyway, so yeah. Killing the first one is a bit of a struggle when the first one decides to be unpredictable and then just rolls like 3 times in a row. And that is especially like dooming to your run when oh, I pressed the wrong button. I don't know like the pro strats for Watcher Knights. I just know like basic patterns. I pressed the Dream Nail button. Oh god, I forgot they... No, wait, they can't bounce off the walls like that. That was just an instance of one landing on top of the other and then the other immediately... What the hell? Okay, so I just got GG's Lamaud. I spent a lot of time trying to beat this. Yeah, it's a lot of the things that you have to do for optimal strats are like really tight, and I'm not good at optimal strats, so I just kind of flail about until it works. And that's not very good when you have to like also micromanage a second boss. I'm also like a little bit out of practice. Like I've only attempted this like maybe once since I first beat it, and I believe I've only ever gotten this fight Radiant like twice ever. If that. Something I could do is I could go fucking rubber. That was meant to be Descending Dark. Anyway, I could just go Grubberfly's Elegy and just fucking cheese. I also could just do a fucking summoner build. That's also possible. Nope, I was not safe. See, when they roll away from you, you can just fireball them because I'm playing this too safe. You can just fireball them because then you get a chance to like hit them. What the hell was that? What the hell was that range? But anyway, yeah, when they roll away from you, you can just like fireball them because a neat part about fireball is it doesn't disappear until it hits a wall. And even then, when it hits certain walls, it has like really weird properties sometimes. Something about like hitting specific angles. Oh boy. Yeah, that's why you gotta really, like... And someone's gonna roll. Yep. Fucking on cue. Damn it! Okay. I tried to pogo off it and then dash to get behind it. Anyway, so yeah. I completely forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, so you can just fireball them when they roll away from you because like fireball doesn't like disappear until it hits a wall or it travels a certain distance. And if enemies, because some enemies just don't take knockback, like bosses, I'm gonna get out of here. Damn it. Anyway, so because some bosses don't like flinch or take knockback when you fireball them, like bosses, if they're rolling away from you and you're precise enough with it, you can just react fireball them and then it'll hit them like 4 times, dealing like 4 times the damage of what Shade Soul should do. And something that I actually know, and it's the reason why Fluke Nest is fucking cracked. Fluke Nest is cracked not just because it like increases the amount of like damage that is there to be distributed, but also because like the hitboxes on it are, I cannot believe I parried that and then died for that. I dashed away. But anyway, Fluke Nest is fucking broken. Um Against like in specific scenarios where you can just get up close and in the face of the boss, not just because there's like more damage to be distributed, um oh but also because the hitboxes are just fucking broken and don't know when to properly deactivate. So if you hit them right, you can just have a bunch of Fluke Nest hitboxes just fucking sitting there with no actual... What the fuck? What? I jumped for a pogo. What the hell? Anyway, you can just have, if you hit it right, just a bunch of Fluke Nest hitboxes that just fucking sit on the boss. Completely, like, detached. Because they don't, like, despawn properly, if executed correctly, I believe. And if you can get a boss to just fucking sit there on top of, oh god, if you can just get the boss to sit there on top of when you used Fluke Nest on them, it will just continue to deal damage for a couple seconds until the hitbox would have despawned upon a miss. Basically, in short, it's very similar to the fireball principle I just described, except it's not supposed to function that way. And it's just fucking broken. I didn't have enough time to Dreammail there. I shouldn't have gotten away with that. Damn it! Okay. Something I didn't actually know about about Watcher Knights is that you could just spell them when they're rolling. I didn't actually know that. I thought they were just invincible. But anyway, yeah. Fluke Nest is broken because it's like literally physically broken and does not work the way it is intended to work. Fuck. I got greedy. I I actually do have a lot of like niche game knowledge about just random Hollow Knight charms. Fuck me. As well as a couple of pretty cool boss interactions. Uh, it actually kind of saddens. Oh, what the hell? It actually kind of saddens me a bit that like Fluke Nest is the only charm that like significantly changes a spell to some degree, like on its own. I know that Defender's Crest changes the way Fluke Nest functions by just giving it a different fucking thing to spit out. Um, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that because that's actually, like, significantly worse than actual Fluke Nest. The reason being is that it doesn't have the same just fucking broken hitbox properties. I tried to Descending Dark there, and I didn't have Soul. Um, but anyway, yeah. And even if it did have the same broken properties, um, it just wouldn't be enough damage to, like, compensate for wearing fucking Defender's Crest. In fact, that's one of the things that intrigues me about Hollow Knight's charm design, is in almost every instance of Defender's Crest being, like, having, like, a charm synergy, it makes the charm it's synergizing with worse. Like, in almost every single instance of something like this happening, specifically in the case of Defender's Crest, it makes its partner charm worse. Damn it! Okay. Anyway, yeah. It almost always makes its partner charm worse. A good example of that, Glowing Womb, already a charm that's kind of fucking shit. First of all, you don't have control over Glowing Womb. It just uses your soul without your consent, right? And that's okay if you're, like, prepared for that. But, like, in almost all instances of that happening, it's kind of bad. The upside of it, though, is that... Fuck. Regardless of those downsides, when the hatchlings from Glowing Womb lock onto something and fucking hit it, they always deal the same amount of damage, which is not... It's not damage that wasn't worth having. It's always worth it to, you know, have a damage output for a charm. But you want to know what Defender's Crest does to Glowing Womb that makes it so fucking terrible? Defender's Crest doesn't increase the damage of Glowing Womb in, like, any, like, possible understanding of that sort of interaction. Defender's Crest will make it so that Glowing Womb does its damage over time instead of an immediate explosion. That's the only thing that changes. When a Glowing Womb cloud, or when a Glowing Womb hatchling when a Glowing Womb hatchling paired with Defender's Crest hits a target, it will create a puff cloud. And you would expect this sort of like explosion would actually deal a little bit more damage. But no, it just deals the same amount of damage the charm would normally do across a length of time, which, given, you know, how Hollow Knight's combat works, you're probably not gonna see the target of of the Glowing Womb actually stay in the same place. Especially considering you don't actually get to choose where and when you place that Glowing Womb hatchling. So, by this process, it actually ends up probably dealing less damage overall. Simply because it's one single hit versus, like, the same amount of damage over time. Oh, he read my roll. And this kind of turns an already mid-charm from bad to worse, because its damage output is no longer consistent. In what world is this intelligent game design? It's not intelligent game design. Defender's Crest is actively making this charm worse. And in fact, I'm more or less of a Defender's Crest hater, if I'm allowed to rant about that for a minute. Defender's Crest, I've heard, typically has one good use case. And that is supposed to be against Forgotten Vessel or Lost Kin, right? And that's because those bosses summon, or like the infection clouds that can disrupt an otherwise pretty boss to handle. What the fuck? It basically, those things turn an okay boss to, okay, this is kind of challenging boss. And Defender's Crest, in defense of Defender's Crest, I've heard is supposed to make those fights easier, because the gas clouds can actually cover the place where the infection puffs can go. But the thing about that is even that is inconsistent, because you actually have to physically occupy that space. Fuck it, what were my options there? You have to physically occupy that space in advance, and even then, the puff cloud, I feel, doesn't stay long enough to account for the uh, infection puffs actually, spawning in specific locations. Like, you have to predict where they spawn and what their pathfinding will be to get to you, all while managing, an entire fucking boss by this process. I think that's my dad. Um, anyway, so Defender's Crest, right? Uh, Basically, in my opinion, this is more or less what Defender's Crest is supposed to do. It's supposed to occupy space and deal damage over time to foes that aren't very tanky and can't exactly, take that damage, even though the damage in question is very minuscule. Ooh, that was pretty good. I want to get out of this corner. I want to get out of this corner. I knew it. Sorry, I'm just gamer focusing. Oh my god, that was optimal. There's only one left. I'm such a god. Jesus. I guess all it took was rage about Defender's Crest. Anyway, so the thing I was trying to explain is I think there's a charm that actually does that job better, and that is Sporture. And that is because with proper positioning, you can just heal and cover yourself. Because the puffs only have 1 HP. And the puff, like Defender's Crest, is damage over time, but you get to choose when to activate it, and it's a very large area of activation. So it does that job a lot better. Anyway, I'm really good at the video game. I just opened Minecraft. Oops.